want to paint a watercolor bouquet in a loose style? Then you are at the right place. This is exactly what we are going to do today.
Hi everyone! Last week I posted a poll on my community tab where you could choose what kind of video you would like to see next, a step-by-step tutorial or a real-time painting. Most of you voted for a tutorial, so here we are today going to paint beautiful loose watercolor flowers. I have already filmed a similar tutorial on how to paint loose watercolor flowers in a Chinese ways. You can click here to watch it. And my very last video was a real-time painting. You can also watch it if you want to see my entire working process on a big, loose watercolor illustration. There is one more thing I wanted to pay your attention to. Painting loose watercolor is really difficult. You might need to paint one illustration for several times to receive the result you will really like. This is what happens to me all the time. Just don't be discouraged if your first painting is not good enough. Loose watercolor is about the number of hours you spend practicing and about how concentrated you are while painting. And one more tip. If you want to be on the safe side and don't want to waste your expensive watercolor paper, then you could draw a very light pencil outline for every flower and branch you will paint. It will take extra 15 minutes, but in this case you will not have to think about the composition while painting. As usual, I will mention all the materials I used in the description box below, and if you like my videos, please click like and subscribe buttons. This is very crucial for my channel to grow, so if you like these videos, then please hit those buttons and share this video with your friends who also love watercolor art. I guess that's it for the intro section. Let's take our brushes and move on to painting gorgeous loose watercolor flowers.
As usual, I start from painting big flowers first. I make some wet strokes with clean brush to let the paint blur beautifully. The center will be very dark. It's very important to paint exactly what you see and not what you think you should see. Now I paint petals with a very light watery color mixture. While the petals are still wet, let's add bright dots. This is how this flower looks in real life, and I love this pattern a lot. I'm adding darker color to show the volume of the flower. I keep looking at the reference image and continue to paint what I see. You can always water the strokes to make them look softer. Keep adding color until your illustration looks similar to your reference image. While the petals are still wet, I am painting several leaves so that green color could merge with light pink. As you have noticed, I have changed my brush. This dagger brush is my favorite one to paint greens. Now let's paint the white flower. My flower turned out to be slightly darker than expected, so when you mixed cobalt blue and orange, it's better to make lighter mixture. I start from the center and then I will add petals so that they could also merge with the yellow and gold green colors. Now let's add some shadows to define the texture in the center. I will paint an orange poppy in the same way. I will start from the center and then will add petals and shadows. Just move gradually so that you could have time to think what should be done next. To paint petals, I mixed Opera Rose and Hansa Yellow Dip. I love to add smaller flowers to my floral compositions. These cute daisies I will paint using the same mixture I made for the big white flower. To paint a big yellow flower, I mixed Hansa Yellow Deep and Yellow Ochre. I start painting several yellow petals and then paint the rest ones with a clean, damp brush. Add some darker spots in the center to show the depth. I love mixing opera rose and cobalt blue to paint violet flowers. This mixture looks very vibrant and fresh. Add more cobalt blue to the mixture to paint flowers which are located further from you. While the petals are still wet, paint the center with green gold or May green. Don't forget to add greens as you paint flowers to make the painting look balanced. Change the shade of green mixture as some leaves are light and some are dark. To paint the dark red flowers, I mixed Quinacridone Rose, Permanent Brown and a touch of violet. If you want to paint lighter flower, then avoid violet in this mix. To support the intense color of this flower, I decided to add smaller flowers using the same color mixture. I try on the mat to understand should I add anything else, and if yes, then where it should be added. I decided to add several branches with tiny berries. Also, I add dark leaves underneath the flowers to make them pop. You can add some shade to the white flower to make it look not flat. All these last strokes are absolutely up to you and your artistic style. I hope this tutorial will inspire you to paint a similar loose watercolor bouquet. Please do show me your results in any social media. I will be so happy to see them. Thank you for your time, I wish you an amazing day and see you in the next video. Bye bye!
Ты хочешь пройти? Хорошо. Ты прошел?